This is breaking news.
Real dangers that our officers face every day. At approximately 10:25 this morning, a family member called 911 to report that a 22-year-old male with a history of mental issues was throwing glass against the wall. When the officers arrived at the residence, they were met by the 911 caller who let them in. The male was in the kitchen when the officers arrived. Upon seeing the officer, the male retrieved a large kitchen knife and began to advance toward the officers. A family member attempted to restrain the male, but was unsuccessful, and the male continued to advance toward the officers. The officers gave repeat warnings to the male to drop the knife in an attempt to de-escalate the situation. The male ignored these repeat commands to drop the knife and continued to advance towards the officers, still armed with the knife, moving from the kitchen to the living room. Officers then retreat from the area and attempt to isolate the individual by shutting the glass door that led to the living room. Again, the door was closed. Officers issued several warnings to drop the knife in an attempt to de-escalate the situation. The armed male was able to push through the closed door and continue to advance toward the officers with the kitchen knife in hand. At this point, officers discharged their weapon at the armed male. A kitchen knife was recovered from the scene. This entire incident is depicted on the body-worn camera footage. Officers immediately request EMS and render aid to the male, including applying a tourniquet. EMS removed the individual to Jamaica Hospital, where he is currently in surgery with non-life-threatening injuries. Officers were taken to the area hospital for evaluation. This incident is being investigated by our Force Investigation Division.
I would do some on-topic Q&A. Lisa?
Yeah, how many police officers fired and how many rounds and where did it strike the male?
So that's still open for investigation. Force Investigation is still doing the investigation, so I don't want to get ahead of Force Investigation.
And AM New York team was.
Two things. Could you talk about what made him so agitated and what history does he have with the NYPD?
Again, that's open for Force Investigation. I don't want to get ahead of the investigation.
And you can't talk about history, Bryce?
That's Force Investigation will, when they finish their investigation, they'll give us a proper answer.
All right, any other on topics? All right, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. And the photo is going to be available on Twitter. We will provide that. Give me 2 seconds. We'll go around to the camera so you can get.
This has been breaking news.